Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Can I Beat the Pole Time, and today we're here for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Now, first thing that is a bit different is that we're driving in the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc. Now, I'm 99% sure Charles will not get pole, and the reason I say will not get pole is because what's different about this episode is that I'm pre-recording this one because I'm going away, so I don't know what the final pole is going to be. So I'm going to use some references. So at the time of recording, FP1 has just finished. I can't wait any longer. I have to record this video, so I'm going to base it off the FP1 time, which is a 1 minute 9.0. I'll leave the time on screen right now. Also, as a secondary reference, the pole time in 2019, the last time we raced here, was a 1 minute 7.5. So we've got 2 times to aim for. We'll see how we get on. I don't know what this is going to be like. I'm using the Sim Dream development mod once again because it's usually a bit slower, and that's kind of what I'm anticipating in terms of pace. I'll leave all of the mods linked down below, so the car and the track. If you have a Assetto Corsa, give it a go. As always, if you're going to enjoy the video and enjoy this type of content, leave a like. Let's try and smash over 1,000 likes. Subscribe for more, as I do this every single race, and we've got Qatar next and then Jeddah as well. And yeah, let's jump into it and let's see if we can beat the pole time. Right, let's leave the garage then. So, let's quickly run over a few things. First of all, this track. Now, this version of Brazil is actually really good. Accurate, it's got a lot of details, and it's fairly recent as well in terms of track design. So, it's got the new pit entry and all that kind of stuff. And I really like it, so I'm a big fan of it. One thing I will say is that the Ferrari on these medium tyres is an absolute boat. It's like driving the 2020 car, so we'll see how it goes. I'm going to try and set a lap on these tyres, but realistically it's going to be way off the pace, so it's purely going to be just a bit of a reference kind of lap time to aim for, so bear that in mind. I'm going to try and keep these tyres some temperature if possible. But yeah, I don't really have anything to say. Normally I kind of recap qualifying, but it hasn't happened yet, and this weekend is a sprint qualifying, so we'll see how that happens. Obviously Hamilton is taking a 5th place grid drop as well this weekend, so interested to see how that works out. Hopefully the championship stays close until the last race, but anyway, let's crack on and do our first lap and see how it goes then. So we're waiting for the DRS now, running down to turn 1. Let's see if we can spot the braking in the shadows. Braking quite late there, a little bit deep on the brakes. This mod isn't great with braking, but we'll continue on our way. Flat out through turn 3. DRS open as we run down to turn 4 now. Spot the braking again. Oh, that's a bit wide there. Went a bit too hot on the brakes. Running for about 75 meters. Didn't really work out. That'll be fine probably. With a bit less fuel and on the soft tyre. Uphill, double rights. Bit of understeer kicking in as we head in now to the hairpin. This is where Red Bull seem to be very fast this weekend, in the mid-sector where all the downforce is. Using all the curves which are super wide around this track. Into the second hairpin, of course, where Hamilton and Albon had contact in 2019. Down the hill and then into the final corner. Going to go in 4th gear. Use all the run-off curb, and there we go. So we've got a lap on the board. Let's see what it is. Looks like it's going to be way off the pace. DRS open. Up to the line. It's going to be a 1 minute 11.4. Okay, fair enough. So quite a bit of time to find. If we're trying to beat the 1075, we've got 4 seconds to find. If we're trying to beat the 1090, 2.5. So let's change things a little bit. I don't know what it is with this mod, but this car comes alive on soft tyres. It feels so much better. Like, the difference between compounds is probably not that realistic, as it's quite, you know, there's quite a discrepancy. But anyway, we're going to use the same engine mode as the first lap. What I've done is I've obviously got the soft tyres on. We've also added a bit more front wing and a touch of rear wing, and also dropped the fuel from 45 litres down to 15. So this should be a lot more on pace. Let's see, first of all, we can try and beat the 1 minute 9. Oh god, that's a bit crossed up into there. That's going to cost me a bit of time, but we'll keep pushing. Going to adjust the brake bars after that. We'll go back up to 52. Took a bit of a gamble there, 51.5, and it didn't really work out. 3 tenths up in sector 1. Sector 2. This time we managed to do a much better job of turn 4. Up the hill, currently 8 tenths up. I can just about see it on my delta on my wheel. Through the double rights. Nicely done. Back end getting out of shape a little bit on entry there. I might have to balance up the wings a bit. Let's try and get this lap on the board though. Into the second hairpin. So much understeer into the second one. Back on the gas. Down the hill. Into the last brake zone. Fourth gear. Trying to carry a bit more corner speed through there this time. That was nice. And there we go. Lap done. I don't think we're going to beat the 109, but we're not going to be far off. Not far off at all. Here we go, across the line, and it's going to be 1 minute 9.2. Okay, fair enough, there's more time in that. Let's make some further adjustments. I think we're going to be aiming for the 1075 though, that's for sure. Right, this should do the trick then. We've balanced up the wings. I've even gone a bit higher as well, just for that extra bit of downforce. We're going to run a slightly higher engine mode as well, up into balanced height. We'll save the MGUH on motor mode for the final push lap in case I need to find something else. Let's see then. Hopefully we can get the job done. Brake bias 52, ready to go. First of all, turn 1. Back end still a little bit loose, but much better this time as we carry the speed through 1 and 2 and 3. Much better there. Getting that exit momentum as well. 3.5 tenths up right now in sector 1. Into turn 4, a little bit wide, but we'll push on because track limits doesn't seem to be a thing this weekend around there, from what it seems like in FP1. To the double right, it's going to carry a bit more corner speed here this time. Into the hairpin, a little bit wide there on the brakes, but we managed to just about recover it and pull it back. Short shifting through here to try and clean up the traction a bit. Into the second hairpin, much tighter this time. Bit less corner speed. Back end fighting me there as we make our way downhill. Fourth gear for the final corner. Yeah, that was good. Very decent. Let's see what this lap is going to be then. We're currently 8 tenths up as we run up to the line. Here we go. What is this new lap going to be? 1 minute 8.4. Right, so we need to find pretty much a full second to beat the 2019 pole lap, which I believe is the all-time lap record. So I'm going to now put all the little bits and pieces on the car and give it everything, and we're going to see if at the end of it we've got a new lap record. There we go. We've done it. I'll take that. That was a pretty perfect lap, to be honest with you. That felt good. 1 minute 7.4 to 0420. Haha. Wink, wink. Job done though. We've beaten it. It's not the all-time lap record though. I've done a bit more research, and I'm probably there's already like a couple of rage comments. But the 2018 pole time was a 1:07.2. But realistically, I don't know if there's going to be 2 tenths in it, to be honest with you. That lap felt pretty good. Maybe if I start really going into the setup, but you know, I don't go into the setup too much with these cars because I don't really know how they work too well. So for now, we're going to call it there and say we've done the job. Let's see if real life is slower or faster than me. before we wrap up, I thought I'd show you guys my setup really quickly. So we have the tyres as you can see on screen right now, the soft tyres on 17 psi, 1 litre of fuel. As I mentioned all the time, we have fuel consumption turned off so that I can run the lightest weight possible. But, you know, it still plays a part because the weight is still a factor. Electronics, these are the ones that I use for the lapping itself. Aerodynamics, 17, 17 and 24 on this particular mod. And then the rest of it is all default except for the brakes on 52, using 52.5 for turns 1 and turn 4. And then the rest of it is literally default. So as you can see here, I've not changed any of the settings. So there you go, there's a lot. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, subscribe for more, guys. And another one we can tick off the list that we've beaten the pole time. I'm pretty sure they've done a 109.0 in FP1, but the sprint qualifying is next up. So I'm pretty sure they're not going to beat it. So I'm going to say this is a W for me. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, mods link down below. Go check those out. Like, subscribe. Big shout out as always to the channel members. And finally, check out the 2 videos on screen, including the previous episode at Mexico. But that is it from me here today. And I'll see all of you next time.